look at the news. A Malaysian court hands down to Aman Futures founder Manuel Amalilio a 2-year prison sentence in Malaysia. Here in the Philippines, he is accused of duping investors of billions of pesos and faces large-scale estafa charges. Philippine ambassador to Malaysia, Ed Malaya, says Philippine authorities continue to coordinate with their Malaysian counterparts and are committed to making Amalilio answer the charges against him here. Well, a victim of the Aman Futures investment scam expresses dismay at Manuel Amalilio's 2-year jail sentence in Malaysia. Pagadian resident Fabian Tapayan Jr. says nothing can be done by Amalilio to ease their loss. His family and friends invested almost 14 million pesos in Aman Futures before they realized it was a scam. He also speculated that Amalilio's detention in Malaysia was done to avoid his return to the Philippines, where he will face criminal cases in connection with a billion-peso scam. A U.S. District Court sentences the wife of Senator Lito Lapid Monday to 3 years in probation for smuggling cash. The U.S. District Court of Nevada in Las Vegas sentenced Marisa Tadeo Lapid to 3 years of probation, including 5 months home confinement, a $40,000 fine, or about 1.6 million pesos, and conspiracy to structure money transactions. Mrs. Lapid pleaded guilty to bulk smuggling and conspiracy to structure transactions to evade reporting requirements. The U.S. government forfeited the $40,000 confiscated from Mrs. Lapid during her November 2010 arrival, and the monies she deposited in her bank accounts to the tune of some $160,000, or over 8 million pesos. The Senate House Conference Committee approves a unified set of amendments to the Anti-Money Laundering Act. The final version of the measure expands the list of institutions that are required to report suspicious financial transactions. Senator T.G. Gingona expects the measure to be ratified Wednesday, that's today. National Broadband Network deal whistleblower Rodolfo Jun Lozada and his family have transferred to an undisclosed location after armed men visited their house in Pasig City Monday. Lozada said 6 armed men who identified themselves as employees of the Pasig City Postal Office went to his house. The Supreme Court extends indefinitely the temporary restraining order on RA 10175, or the Cybercrime Prevention Act of 2012. The contentious provisions include the criminalization of libel on the Internet. The United States government files a case against Standard & Poor's in the first federal enforcement action against a credit rating agency. The Department of Justice, in a court filing, said it was seeking civil money penalties over alleged illegal behavior tied to the recent financial crisis and the mortgage mess that brought the global economy to its knees. Standard & Poor's insists its ratings were made in good faith and not for financial considerations. Looking at the markets now, global equity markets bounced back Tuesday. Major U.S. stock indices rallied, with Wall Street gaining about 0.8%. European stocks advanced, fueled by strong fourth-quarter earnings and signs of improving economic growth. Most Asian markets fell on renewed concerns about Europe's debt crisis and political troubles in Spain and Italy. A top World Bank official praises the Philippine economy as one of the best in Asia during the Philippine Development Forum in Davao City. The Commission on Elections says there are no hitches in the printing of official ballots, even though it got off to a slow start. But the poll body's critics are still not convinced. On Elections formally amends the campaign rules and regulations that were the subject of appeals by media organizations. The rules in Resolution number 9615 are set to take effect on February 12th, the start of the official campaign period for national positions. TV and radio airtime limits was retained at 120 and 180 minutes for national candidates and 60 and 90 minutes for local candidates, respectively. And that was your first look at the top stories this Wednesday, the 6th of February 2013. I'm Raine Musngi. Thank you for staying ahead with ANC.